Honestly, the only thing the matter with me is people like you keep insisting that something is the matter with me.
There, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You only get a person a word in edgewise. You won't listen to anyone.
I think I've heard enough of your talk for one day.
Sacre bleu. I thought we were friends.
Were being the operative word.
What have I done that's such a terrible sin in your eyes?
It's what you haven't done that irritates me so.
Okay. What is it that I haven't done?
You haven't shut up. That's it. Just close your mouth and stop spewing all this hail fellow well met crap all over the place. It's sickening. All these hugs and handshakes and bro this and bro that.
What am I supposed to do? If someone comes up and bros me, I'm going to bro them back. It's what you do. It's how we grease the wheels of society. In social circles, in business, at the court. Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's what people expect, for crying out loud.
I've seen you at court and around town, passing out good old slaps on the back, air kisses to all the ladies. It makes me want to retch all that bowing and scraping of yours. Good old Phil, friend to all of mankind. Well, let me tell you something, pal. The friend to all of mankind is no friend of mine.
You are downright rude to people. I tell you, it makes you a laughing stock. How'd you ever manage yourself on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, if we had such a thing? Not to mention the dating sites, which is probably how you'd wind up talking to your precious Sylvia.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. This is the 17th century, remember? And please, leave Celia out of this. She's different.
I know you think your precious young widow Celia is different, but can't you see she's just like everyone else? Mon Dieu, she's playing you like a fiddle, just because she happens to be absolutely charming.
Leave Celia out of this, I tell you. We're not talking about her. We are talking about the mass of humanity. I'm talking about the idiots and liars and grifters in this world and morons. I'm talking about the people that come into court every day, that show up to the opera, that I seem to have the bad misfortune of being seated next to at every theater I've ever attended. All because there really isn't any other kind of person in the world. When you really get down to it, everybody is just as big a jerk as the next fella. It's just a matter of degree.
There's just no talking to you, is there? You're never gonna learn how to play the game. No one's perfect, right? You know, sometimes you just have to... Oh no. Is that Ronnie I see coming up to the door? That fatuous imbecile.
Exactly! But will you treat him like the fatuous imbecile he is? Of course not! You're gonna welcome him through that door like he's the best thing since unsliced baguettes.
Hey, bro, Phil! How's
Ronnie,
it going?
long time no see. Come on in, bro.
Oh, so good to see you. I heard that Celia was out shopping, so I thought I'd drop by. How you doing, bro? And you too, Alan. So good to see you. How are you? Seriously, dude, I've never told you this before, but you've sort of been like my hero. You know that?
Yeah, well,
I really hope we can hang out sometime. You're like a brother to me, you know?
I barely know ya.
Oh, I know! See, that's what I love about this guy. You are just so honest and wise. Listen, bro, if you ever need something from the court, me and the king, we're tight. Like this. So, just let me know. But the truth is, I'm the one who needs something from you today. See, I wrote this little poem. Well, it's more of a sonnet than a poem. And it's actually for a very special someone, a very special lady indeed. And I was hoping you'd give it a listen and give me some honest feedback.
From me? Oh, no. I don't think you want that from me.
Well, why not?
Well, I tend to, for lack of a better words, be sincere in sharing my opinions.
Well, that's exactly what I want. Sincerity, honesty. I know I can count on you for that.
Very well. Go ahead.
Okay, so the title of this poem is called Hope. That's what it's about. It's for this very special someone who has given me some sort of hope. She's very special too, such as this poem. Would you like to hear it?
Read.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I just wrote it in the bathroom like 15 minutes ago.
Read.
Okay. Hope. It is true, oft gives relief. Rocks for a while our tedious pain, but what of poor advantage, Bertha? When naught remains, and all is gone.
Charming. I love it already.
You actually like this doggerel.
Yeah, well,
Is it
you
Bertha?
know.
Well, Bertha's not her real name. Anyway, it goes on. You once showed some compliance, but less would have sufficed. You should not to take that trouble to give me naught but hope.
Not but hope. That's a good one, man.
You are a bold-faced liar. You know this is junk.
If I must wait eternally, my passion driven to extremes will fly to death. Your tender cares cannot prevent this, fair Bertha. When we must hope forever. The end.
Romantic. I love that ending.
Oh, and you mendacious prevaricator.
That is by far the best sonnet I've ever heard.
Well, thanks a lot, Phil. I knew I can count on you. But what about you, Alan? Remember you said you'd be honest with me?
Well, it is a delicate situation. I imagine anyone that writes a poem is expecting to hear how good it is. And we all like to hear nice things about our talent, I suppose.
True. So true.
But that poem is terrible.
Well, it is.
It's not quite a waste of paper. You can always use it to, line a bird cage. Or put it in a pair of shoes that are just too big. Or, if you really want to impress Bertha, you can wad it up and stuff it in your...
All right, it's not that bad, bro. Don't listen to him. Seriously.
But seriously? Sincerely? Is it that bad?
It's worse than bad.
Alan.
Rocks for a while are a tedious pain. What's that supposed to even mean? And my passion will fly to death. It's pretentious drivel. And even if it made any sense, which it doesn't, form and style are just dreadful.
Well, do you have any suggestions as to how I can make it better?
Burn it. The ashes will be more useful.
But see, I mean, Bertha, I was hoping to give her this poem.
Well, how about I give you a poem? It's an old one, but they really knew how to write in the old days. Try this one out on old Bertha. There once was a young man from Paris whose sonnet was really hilarious. The people who read it started to dread it, threw it in a bucket, and said,
All right. That's enough, Alan.
hey, now that's a real poem, and at least it's honest.
I don't know. That doesn't sound very romantic. Anyway, people back at the court have already told me that my poem is not that bad.
Of course they did, because they're all fakers and frauds, which I am not.
Well, I want to see you write a better sonnet, not just a dumb limerick.
Well, then I'm afraid you're going to have a long time to wait, because I have no intention of engaging any further with you. You presumptuous upstart, expecting everyone to just swoon
What
all over
did you
the
just
actual
call me?
poetry.
All right. That's enough. I think it's time for some apologies.
All right. I apologize. I was wrong. You're presumptuous, yes. And your writing is terrible. But I'm not quite sure if you're an upstart. I don't even know what that word even means. So I'm sorry for calling you one.
Well, I've never been insulted in my life. Now, I will head back to court where my poetry happens to be in great demand. And maybe, I'll work on the ending a little bit.
Hey, you're welcome to borrow mine. It rhymes with bucket, remember?
It rhymes with... Yes, I think I understand. Good day, gentlemen.
Well, there you go. That's where your sincerity gets you.
Oh, leave me alone.
You won't even admit you've overstepped this time.
I think I've had enough of mankind for one day. That goes for you too, friend of all men.
Oh, so now you're making fun of me.
Au revoir, bro. Don't let the door hit you in the derriere.